Alright. I just noticed that on these packs, I always saw that Odin only had like, well, whatever his name is. Odin. He only had one blue eye and one not blue eye, and then it was only until today that I realized the Raven has his blue eye. So that was, I like that. But today's tier list is brought to you by the regulars, just Lola Man, Mobius, and Scotty Nana. I finally picked up their tier list. It's too bad the Google searches don't like their tier list for whatever reason, and I have to go through all their Twitch channels to find the updated ones, but so be it. Arnie Broken Bow is not an exciting rare. He's a nice rare. He's an okay rare. Poison the Cup is probably better than Arnie. Or even Feed the Serpent. Uh, yeah, let's see what they think of Arnie. They say Arnie's like a C+, B-, and I would agree. Poison the Cup is a B. And Feed the Serpent they have is like a B or a B-. And I guess that's just because of the foretell and the scry and the ability to not pay double black for it. So let's go for Poison the Cup. I don't think I've actually drafted any Poison the Cups. So other than that, like I don't think Augury Raven is. Yeah, Augury Raven's about on par with Arnie, maybe a little bit better. The removals are just good. Blessing of Frost, you can get that early and build around. I've actually been watching a lot of Ben Stark videos, so let's see. Green black is typically like elves, but then what do they think of Runed Crown? They give Runed Crown a C. Yeah. I think Deathknell's list is a bit too meme influenced. Wow, they don't really care for Bergstrider. That's interesting. Ben Stark likes that card. I like that card too. I'm tempted to do Blessing of Frost just to see where it goes. What would they pick out of this? Definitely looks like... Yeah, I don't know. So if we wanted to go green-black, here's Harald. There's also a Frostbite for black-red. Ooh, they have like a Harald as a D, which I understand. Skemfar, Shadow Sage, also a D. Yeah, they're again. I think this is like just take forever with these picks, don't I? You don't get a strong first pick rare. It's like, which way do I go? I think that Frostbite's the reasonable choice, but I'm gonna pick Harald. It's a human berserker. There's another Raven. I feel like black is the most open. Keep seeing some nice black cards. Sky Berserker they gave a C+2, yep. I don't really see, I just want to like go through their list and just make sure that that's pretty much what I figured everything would be. Yep. I think The Augury Raven's the best card, followed by the Tuskeri Firewall. Well, actually, I think Bloodsky Berserker's the best card. So this is an elf and wants snow. This is a blue land, but doesn't look like I'm seeing much elf stuff at all. I think Usher might be the best. It's either Usher, which is a C+, or Sculptor. Oh yeah, they're both tied. What about Iron Verdict? They have Iron Verdict is less than Usher. Rune of Might? Sure. I don't know why I'm picking the colors I'm picking when I probably should have ended up as black-red. But the Rune of Might still being here is a nice sign that green might be available. I don't think Scent of the Worthy is good. No. It's not good to pick here, I should say. Yeah. Well, here's a Deathknell Berserker, which is also an elf. And I have a Rune of Might to potentially give it plus... yeah, to increase its attack. There's a snow land, which I do need to pick up. There's Raise the Draugr or Dusk Wielder. It's also the Jarl of Forsaken is not a zombie. This is not an elf. I think I pick up Raise the Draugr. I don't. I'm not able. Yeah, it looks like there's definitely someone going snow. None of those cards are great. So now that I have a rune, I'm more interested in the rune crown. It's either Broken Wings or the Carfell Kennelmaster. I have one removal. I don't think the Carfell Kennelmaster is very good at all. They say it's okay. D minus C. Oh well. Rider. It might be this spider. E plus. D plus. D. Okay. No, that didn't go very well. Old Growth Troll, though, is very good. Really would like either of these. Bloodline Pretender. I don't think I have that many elves. 4. And 1 warrior, which is probably Harald. Yeah, elf, warrior, Typhar. But I can definitely do Old Growth Troll here. How do they put old? They have it as like a B. Does mean we're not going to be able to easily splash things. So I could pick up a second Rune of Might, but I think I need Snowlands. Oh, nope, Poison the Cup. Yep. Path to the World Tree, Snow Swamp. Over Marit. Yeah. Over another Sculptor of Winter. I really do need snow lands. At least some. Excuse me. There's Return Upon the Tide. Over Sinkhole. See, return it to the battlefield. It's an aura. Sacrifice it. So then I could return it upon the tide again? Is it a warrior? It is a warrior. Oh wow, Harald can search it up. I guess I take this over the snow land. Oh, packmate is really good. I might end up cutting this Blessing of Frost. I keep finding snowlands, but at the same time they're like paired against other things that I think are good. So I don't want to take an off-color land because Old Growth Troll kind of restricts me in my color choices to not really splash very easily. Take the Wither Crown. It's blue. Let's raise a Draugr versus a Guardian Gladewalker. So this is an elf. This is not an elf. I would like more elf synergy. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything there. Oh, Struggle. Struggle is good. Other good cards. Struggle's the best. That's good for me. So there's a Troll, there's a Port. Don't really want to splash that. I guess I'll take the Troll. Again, I don't know if I would play it. The Rune has a Wield. Alright, sure. Sure. I don't think I'll play this Grizzled Outrider, but maybe. Who knows? Maybe if I get enough things I want to sacrifice, I'll take that because it's black. Broken Wings is probably not going to get played now that I have a second Poison the Cup and a Struggle. Righteous Valkyrie I think is good. It's a B. Vengeful Reaper I think is good. There's also Glittering Frost. I've picked up some snow stuff. Or do I want this snow-covered swamp? I'm actually already at playables. 12 creatures though, but I think I'll pick up that swamp. This is probably just a Sculptor. Yep. Yep, I'll take the Skemfar Shadow Sage. Over the Elven Bow. Like how many elves do I have now? 6? And 1 shapeshifter. No, I think I want the elven bow. I actually have no defense. I have 3 creatures, but oh, now I get the one that starts creating tokens for me. So I'll take the Elderleaf Mentor. Let's see, there's Raise the Draugr. Horizon Seeker. Oh, it's a human warrior. Oh. It's still a warrior, so at least Harald would be able to search it up. But it's either Horizon Seeker or Vengeful Reaper. I think Vengeful Reaper is better. Should also feed the serpent. Let's get feed the serpent. So now I'm definitely good on removal. Here's a snow-colored forest. So yeah. Take the Lindworm, I guess. I don't think I'll play Skull Raid. Maybe. What do they think of Skull Raid? They have varying opinions, ranging from a C to a D+. So I could take Glittering Frost. My snow stuff is the 2 Sculptors, the Troll, and the Blessing of Frost. I'm not interested in Mammoth Growth with 2 runes and 2 equipment. I'm not really interested in this Lindworm either, but I guess I'll take it. Oh, Masked Vandal versus Elderleaf Mentor. It's like I got all of the go wide stuff late. I think I'll take the Masked Vandal. And then I could take Raise the Draugr instead of Return Upon the Tide. I already had one. Oops. Oh well. I'm not going to play 2 Village Rites. I'm not going to play this many Dread Riders. Okay. I got the Dread Rider. Let's see, I ended up with 3 snow permanents. How many just... and potentially a Blessing of Frost. Let's see. Glittering Frost. Among any number of creatures you control or X's the amount of snow. Then draw a card for each creature you control, power 4 or greater. I'll be honest, it's not going to happen a lot. It might actually. So I have 2 Sculptor of Winters, which does help fuel the Blessing of Frost, because the Frost is like how much snow mana was spent on it, not how much snow lands you have in total. I don't really have... yeah, I didn't pick up that Skemfar... what's her name? Not the Avenger, but the Shadow Sage. So I think I'll is this enough? Is 3 snow lands and 2 Sculptor of Winters enough to play this card? I think it might be. Maybe. Let's see how hard the other cuts are. Yeah, what do they think of Wither Crown? How much removal do I have? I have 2 Poison the Cups, I have a Struggle, and I have a Feed the Serpent. I think I'm going to get rid of Return Upon the Tide. I think I get rid of one of the Ravenous Lindworms. I like the Rune Crown, because I have 2 Runes of Might. I think with this few creatures, I get rid of Village Rites. I could get rid of the Skull Raid. I do have 2 Runes of Might, which draw me cards, and Harald could potentially search up a card. Down to 3 cuts. Three cuts. What other elf synergies do I have? Harald's my only elf synergy now, but I do have Raise the Draugr. Um, I guess the bow also counts as a creature, so I'm not as low. So I can use Raise the Draugr again on Old Growth Troll. I just don't think that 4 Snowlands is going to be enough to play Blessing of Frost. And since I'm having such difficulty making these cuts, I think I also take out a Wither Crown. I mean, Icehide Troll is like very rarely ever going to have enough stuff. I don't know, let's put in Blessing of Frost. Creature count is a bit low, but I think it's going to be okay. after all. Ben Stark said, how much creatures you want to have is not as it's not important so long as you win. So long as you have enough ways to win that you don't deck yourself. I just think, like, even though this deck is not great for Blessing of Frost, I think that, like, the upside on it is good enough. Potentially. With 2 Sculptor of Winters. Of course, we draw it here. This is a keep. Alright, let's tell the good card. Maybe I should have foretold Poison the Cup. Oh, look. No, I need to draw lands. So I have Rune of Might, so I don't want to trade here. Although it looks like they have Battle for Skemfar. Yep. Okay, so I can Poison the Cup, or I can raise the Draugr, or I can foretell Poison the Cup. I think I'm definitely foretelling at least one of these Poison the Cups. And then I could raise the Draugr, getting back that wolf into my hand, or I can kill their 4/4. Next turn, on their turn. I think I kill that 4/4. I'm gonna bottom Rune of Might, because I can always, because hopefully I'll get Crown. Because I kind of want lands. Yeah. So they're Rootless U, probably. Let's see. So this adds double green. I can either play the Elderleaf Mentor, or the Grizzled Outrider, which uses all the mana. pretty much have to make this block. Sure. Still not getting lands. I have 5 mana, but no double black. So it's probably just Elderleaf Mentor. Poison the Cup is going on the Ravenous Lindworm. Going to be able to boast once, but that's okay. How many counters does it need to get to? 8. They didn't attack. So I could play my own Ravenous Lindworm. I can foretell Poison the Cup and play a Sculptor of Winter and still have enough mana available. And that would set up Blessing of Frost for next turn. Okay. They didn't attack with the Firewalker last turn, which makes me think they might not have had a okay. Okay. So if they put that on let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I can summon Sculptor of Winter for 2. This is 4. That would be 6. I think that's still the play here. They are all tapped out. They're still going to gain a lot. No and no. I kind of want to get to like another. I think I have Feed the Serpent. There's Harald. So I can cash in my troll, pay 2, draw 3. So this would be 3, 3. Then draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. He's going to gain 7 life. Comes into play tapped, huh? Okay. So I can exile target artifact or enchantment. You gain life, equal to the power. Replicating ring is a bunch of mana. I don't think there's much that they can do with infinite mana. Oh shoot, I don't want to do this, do I? I don't know. I'll just get rid of his infinite mana. And then I'll get rid of the packmate. No tax. So he's going to draw cards. I can double block here so that he only draws 1 card. Yeah. He's all tapped out. Nope. They got the best one. So I can raise the Draugr and get back my troll. And choose warrior. And then I would also put out, let's see, Deathknell Berserker for 2. So, like that one. Oh shoot, Toski's indestructible. Oh well. Oh well, oops. Whatever. And then let's raise. And then, yeah, let's put out the Deathknell Berserker. Probably has a trick for the Firewalker, but I'm okay with the old growth troll dying. It's Rune of Might on this guy. Another Sculptor of Winter. Let's see. I need enough blockers to prevent him from doesn't have double snow. See, I can attack with the old growth troll and kill one of his creatures. He might just take this. Because it would be nice to get a ramp here. Yeah, he's just going to take it. Sure. Huh. That's okay. So these cards are like 2 lands, Blood Sky Berserker, and Battle of Skemfar. Okay. The old growth troll will still take out 1 creature. He's at 24, so it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I kind of have to keep this number of blockers back. Okay. Not quite sure what that was about. What is the mythic? Oh, it's another Nico. I mean, the second mythic is not as impressive as, like, the first mythic. So I think Blessing of Frost did well there. I mean, I drew 3 cards and got 2 +1/+1 counters, although the creature did die to the giant. This looks like a keep. What's the extra cost? The extra cost is 2. So we're gonna foretell something. Okay, we're gonna foretell the packmate. I could get rid of the Blessing of Frost or the Forest. The Blessing of Frost, I'd get +1/+1 counter and put it on the packmate if it's still alive. I think I get rid of the Blessing of Frost. Okay, so how much does this pay? 2. Yep, so I mean, they definitely have something. But I mean, they're killing half a card, so it's not incredibly impressive. What's the equip cost? The equip cost is 3. So we can play the packmate, draw a card. And then I think I'll also play the Berserker. So I have 5 mana, and I would like to play. I guess I could put Rune of Might on the packmate and the Elven Bow on the Berserker. Okay, that's cool. Neither of these guys have vigilance, so. Another land for my opponent. Okay. Okay. So I have 6 manas, 4 and 2. So I'm going to poison the. I'm going to play the Guardian Glavewalker and then foretell. Poison the cup. Interesting. If I play Grizzled Outrider, I lose the ability to kill the Carve. Oh no, I'll still have a double block on it. See if they do anything before attacks. No. Okay. So then I think I still play the Grizzled Outrider. Okay. I'm going to attack with the Outrider if they double block. It will end badly for them. I'm just going to destroy that one now. They didn't even use it to crew. It's 4 damage. I'm not going to use my last removal here. Is this Snow Swamp? Is this instant? It is. They're both instants. Well, my opponent's still got value. Yeah, but Sculptor of Winter wasn't really going to affect too much, especially after the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. Exile a card. Oh. It's a creature card from your graveyard. Draw a card. It's like I want him to attack, but he's just not doing it. Oh, if I just keep drawing these lands. Let's attack with this Outrider. Let's just exile it. Well, nice. That's funny. I'm gonna hold on to these lands for Skull Raid. Now they still have a 4/4 back there. So me attacking leaves me vulnerable to being attacked back by the... Oh great, the Skull Cairn. Awesome. And they already used their exile. Hopefully they don't have another Feed the Serpent. Yeah, I didn't have enough mana to equip the Old Growth Troll and then equip it back to the Berserker, so that's that. Can be blocked by the 2/1. Uh, let's put out the Elderleaf Mentor. Okay. And this can be done even as like a instant? Yeah. Well. Good golly. Gonna make me do math. So you're at 7. You can block the 3 power, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can't untap. Sure, I'll lose 3 life. But my Rune Crown. Old growth troll. Pulling us through. Store time. Daily deals. Oh, it's 75% off. I mean, sleeves are forever. Oh, look. Where do common wild cards come from? That's what I don't. Oh, I don't know. That's what I don't quite understand. So far, the old growth troll has appeared in 2 games, and it's won 2 games. Gosh, I had the combo again with the raise the troll from the graveyard. But it got discarded. Who knew that my opponent was going to like have me discard 3 cards in a row? I have 8 black sources. I'll keep this. Eight out of 33. I'm gonna foretell this before playing the Masked Vandal. Okay, Recluse. That was a lucky land draw. Super lucky because it's also a swamp. My opponent seems to be 3 colors. They did not attack. I will attack. See what they got. Okay, so neither of these die, which I'm fine with. They don't have anything foretold. I'm going to foretell. I could summon the Deathknell Berserker. Yeah, let's get down the Berserker. Actually, add to the board. Ah, the Kinseekers, nice. Okay. So that's why he didn't want anything to die. Because he wanted to play the Kinseekers. I could foretell the packmate. The Kinseekers are a problem. But I'm not sure if they're an immediate problem. I think just my lands are a problem right now. And I can still double block the Kinseekers profitably. They'd kill the 4-2, but then that would still give me... Oh, wow. Nice. But that would fuel masked Vandals. Okay, it's still not a land. So I could play Sculptor Winter, and the next turn I'd actually be able to play Old Growth Troll. But I think I just want to gamble on hopefully drawing a land here. Yeah. Okay. And now I can play Sculptor of Winter for the triple green plan next turn. Yeah, I don't want to lose Deathknell Berserker. I have 2 Runes of Might. I have a crown. I have a Rune Crown, and I have the bow. So I have like 4 ways of pumping him. Wow. I'm going to take this. Alright. See, he can't counter this, which is great. And then... So I have to destroy the 1-2 to prevent the exchange from happening. have a creature in my graveyard? I do. So I can masked Vandal away the Trickster God's Heist, or I can Vandal away the Rune. If I Vandal away the Rune, I can attack with the Old Growth Troll. I don't know what happens if he takes that. It's not like he can re-enchant it somewhere else, but I guess he can't tap the thing? The forest has the ability, not the enchantment. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So I could Bloodsky Berserker Harald. Or I could Ravenous Lindworm. Gain life. I don't know what's... The opponent has put a stop before the Trickster God's Heist happens. I wonder if they can bounce it to their hand. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on the top. Run around, run around, run around, run around. Dun, 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 dun. Then I'll foretell this. And end my turn. Yep. I mean, they're not gonna like it. I guess I do need lands. Oh well. Good game. Sure. Good game, good game. Alright, let's struggle for Skemfar. Nothing else can actually fight those Kinseekers. Yep. Luckily, I learned how Exchange worked in a previous draft. And gosh, did that really help out here. Because otherwise, I might have been tempted to destroy my own creature rather than my opponent's creature that they were exchanging. Although I also bottomed that land out of reflex. That was probably incorrect, but still, the Skemfar meant that I won. I can keep this. Again, I have 8 black sources. I have a 3-play, a play on 2, a play on 3. Who knows? Going down in the history books of risky keeps. I don't think if you looked in the book for the definition of risky keep, you would see my face and name. But like, if there was a list of people who had risky keeps, I would definitely be on the list. And also, the deck is mostly green. What was the spell count? Like 70% green or something? Look, I just have secured the mana for the Old Growth Troll, and the Old Growth Troll has won every single game it's ever been in. Did you just revitalize yourself? The only way I would think that you would play Revitalize is maybe if you had like Nico who deals damage based on how many cards you've drawn. What else in this set cares about the number of cards you've drawn? Oh, great. Okay. So I do have struggle. They're not tapped out though, but they don't have... What could you play for 1 blue? Oh, +1/+1 counter on a token is particularly awkward because of the whole bounce stuff. But I think the only thing that I can think of for 1 blue is so I'm not going to attack because that's a 1/1 and it would kill my now 3/4. Duplicating Ring is cool. Does it add snow mana? Rune of Sustenance. I think they forgot. Yeah. I'm like, I think they forgot. They did indeed. They are at 30 life! I could put out Deathknell Berserker and then do nothing else, so I think I will just put down my Elderleaf Mentor. Oh. Can't do much against the giant. Right. So I can play the Deathknell Berserker and equip it, and it would become a 3/4, which would at least be able to block the Elderleaf Mentor. I can't poison the cup because it's not tapped. They only have one card left. I'm not too concerned about the replicating ring going off. There's no spells that cast for X. Uh-oh. Yep. Hmm. This is exile creature? Yep. Destroy creature, yep. Okay. So I have one frost mana to pump one of these up to a 4 and then draw one card, which seems terrible. So I think I'll just play this and keep up Poison the Cup. And then next turn I can draw 2 potentially. It's a 5/6. So I'll block with these. 7. It's profitable, so. Hmm. Cool. So that is 5. I bet I can draw into more mana. So let's see. Do I put it on the Deathknell Berserker or the Elderleaf Mentor? I cast this spell. They didn't counter the other one. So what can this become? This can become like a 2/4 with a bit of lifelink. Sure. It's interesting that they didn't play that in response to my spell. Like, that would have done it. I would have drawn one card instead of two cards. Okay. Again, that's just kind of weird. So it's a 5/6. Still gonna double block it. I lose Elderleaf Mentor. They lose the black card, the Braggart, I should say. How much mana is this? This is 4. So I'd like to double spell for my Bloodsky Berserker. But I can't outrace the rune. So I have to wait until they put it on the battlefield. Raptor. Then exile it. How many creatures do I have in my graveyard? Not enough. I'm just going to exile this now. Sure. I should have calculated how much attack it's going to have. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then untap it. Cool. Or how much toughness it would have if it equipped with everything. Yep. It's pretty much a good game at that point. The person really loved Wings of the Cosmos. They put 2 in their deck. I think it's kind of trashed here. I don't know how many playables they ended up drafting. Yeah, I can keep this hand. I can foretell the packmate. Snow-covered forest, you're here again. see, you too are a mana foretelling. Now that I actually have enough mana to cast Seraph, I'm going to instead foretell Poison the Cup, because that way I can get scries out of it. This bow has been really nice. Oh, they have a trick. Sure. I will let my token die to your trick. Cool. Now what it didn't get is trample. So it's either packmate or the mentor. Yeah, I can't play the Deathknell Berserker and equip it. So I think I would rather play the packmate. Not terribly wow, did they really only spend 1 mana on their turn? You know you're supposed to like spend mana though, right? And when he dies. Okay. So I could like put that bow on the packmate and then it was like double block. But they haven't been playing a lot of stuff, so they must be flooding. I'm gonna put down this worm and then not attack, and then attack with the worm. So the equip on this is 2. They have foretold something. Okay, so I'm going to attack with the worm. Just... So now I'm like, board sweeps? Did he actually get the rare? Search my library. Like, I didn't expect he had... Okay. I don't think he has the board clear anymore. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think my opponent just flooded real hard. And it caused me to play around a board clear. I should have played the crown anyway. Just because like the crown's not going anywhere. So that was a misplay on my part. That I should have attacked with a 5/5 wolf the turn before. Oh yeah, this is a keep. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I did not sneeze. Okay, so I'm gonna put out the Deathknell Berserker. Okay, I'm gonna put out this Spooter. And then I could do Blessing of Frost next turn, pump the Berserker, and I'd draw a single card. Or I could put down the packmate and draw a card. Is this instant? No, it's so sorcery. One card and one counter don't seem good enough. I kind of want to trade for the Toski Firewalker. I also want to put in a creature in the graveyard for Mass Vandal, so I think I'm going to attack. Okay, cool. That's fine. Alrighty. Well, that's not good. So he does have 2 no lands. So if I go for Harald, is there anything that I can actually draw? No. So I could use the Blessing of Frost, pump the packmate, up to a 4/4 and draw a card. Because I need to find something to... Let's see, I'd be hitting them for 4, they'd be hitting me for 4. I'd be hitting them for 4 first. I mean, Rune Crown is not bad. He's like, why didn't you put it on the Deathknell Berserker? Because I wouldn't be able to draw a card otherwise. Oh yeah, no blocks. Okay. So I could play Harald, or I could play the Rune Crown. I think I would rather wait for the Rune on the packmate to be... Okay, the Runamite is actually now going to the bottom, as is Struggle, but... None of those were... Well, one of them was a fight, but I still have 2 Poison the Cups and something else to deal with this troll. Okay. I will block. So I could foretell poison the cup. But I probably just need to use it to destroy him. I could also just play the Grizzled Outrider and use Harald and the Outrider to block the Lindworm. Could also use the Rune Crown and equip Harald, but that wouldn't do as much. I think it might have been correct to poison the cup on the icehide troll there. Because, like, how much more often is he going to tap out for stuff? So that's Narfi the Betrayer King. Go no blocks. Okay, cool. So Narfi can only get himself back. Play the Sculptor of Winter. So if it's like a +4/+4. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll just do this. I'll just double block. Hey, this isn't like an enchantment creature. No. Okay. Okay, so that's a 7/5. Make that a 4/4. I think I just have to do Rune Crown here and equip Harald. Just want to make sure it's in the battlefield. Yep. Okay. I can play something that costs 3 mana. Just Toski, sure. Yep. I'm just gonna have to let him draw a card. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So Narfi and Toski are both problems. They're all problems. Okay, so here's a land. So now I have 6 lands. I mean, he's just going to be drawing cards like mad from me. I have 6 lands, potentially 7 mana, but all of my stuff is even, so there's no point in tapping Sculptor of Winter. I can play Bloodsky Berserker and feed the Serpent on Narfi. Okay. So I can Elderleaf Mentor and equip the crown. I think I'm just gonna block like this. So 3, 4, 5, and then I can equip it on someone else. So I have 5, 5 to block their 4, 4. So now the question is if I can attack, and the answer is no. And then do I want to move the bow somewhere else? So the 5, 4, 4 goes up against their 4, 4. My 5, 5 goes up against their 5, 5. Their 7, 5. And let's see, he can kill the 3, 1. So let's just have him be able to kill the... Actually, it didn't matter. I don't know why this is confusing my opponent. I don't really have enough to attack. Ah. 2 bottom is good, but still, they still get to draw 2 cards. They have another one. Wow. I mean, so long as they don't have trample. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold up this cup. Can't foretell it, otherwise I wouldn't be able to play it. Huh. There's no lands in here, but whatever. And I get to return 2 snow permanents to their freaking hand, eh? I'm going to foretell this because I want to get the scries, potentially. There's not much I can do here. Can't really attack. Yeah, the freaking icehide trolls. I think I'm going to lose to these icehide trolls before they mill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 7 cards left in the deck. What would they put back? They'd probably put back like Sculptor of Winter. I don't know, Deathknell Berserker, Masked Vandal. I think it's just over with the 3 seasons. Yep. It would be a long and drawn out game, but I'm pretty sure I would just lose. Oh, Mastery. see, green or black? Elven bow, which I do have. Is this black? Rune mortality. Let's get the elven bow, because it's in the deck. It's good enough reason for any. They had a really good snow deck. They had a really good all colors snow deck. It's more of a, I don't know. I think like it definitely wins the late game, and my deck is more mid-rangey. Even if I had gotten my troll. Oh, the troll didn't appear in this game. Does that mean? Wait, am I? Does the troll appear in every game that I've won? Yeah, I'll keep this. Sure. I don't know if I would foretell the cup or Gladewalker on turn 2. I'd keep this. Ice tunnel. More snow. I'm so cold. Let's get going. Let's put some pressure on early here. Blue is typically not the colors of aggro. Alright, well, if you put it that way. Okay. So my opponent definitely does not have enough land here. But if I do Elderleaf Mentor and the next turn I put the +1/+1 counter on him, then I get a draw card. So I don't really want to let my Recluse die at the moment. But the next turn I think I am going to play Blessing of Frost. Draw 2 cards. And then attack with all. I have the bow for reach, so I no longer care about that. Okay. And then, yeah, it's going to trade with the Scorn Effigy, but that's okay. Okay. Let's put out the swamp. Red. Interesting. Firewalker, sure. Attack with this guy. Okay. I'm going for Tell, poison the cup. Okay, let's scry a river. I would like both of these. Yes. So the one color, oh, they have played some black, but I don't think they're a black discard deck. Okay. I'm going to hold on to the Mass Vandal just in case. Oh no, my My Cyril's packmate. Okay. I think I'm going to, let's see, I can make a 3/4 or a 5/4. Also, they have one blue open, so if that's like the bounce, then it's better to do that on a non-token, especially on a creature with an ETB effect. Even though it is just a 1/1, but still. All right. It's the final game. Maybe. This deck has gone pretty far. Hey, we won without the old growth troll. Alright then. Although my opponent did get mana screwed for a bit of time. Oh. I think I keep it. I think it's terrible though. I think if this was constructed, this would be an auto mulligan, but like. Oh no, deck. So you have chosen death. Oh, deck, why? Yeah, sure, just let me draw 2 swamps. Oh no, my swamp. Good lord. At least my opponent's start has been super slow as well. Oh, this creates an angel though, doesn't it? Yeah. I will get rid of a forest and the Blessing of Frost. Wait. Is there something that gives Death Touch? I want to find out what it is. What is it? What is it? Oh yeah, it's the thing that when I take damage. Of course. Sure. Right. Whatever. Gosh, this deck. Yep, flood me harder, huh? 1, 2, 6, 9 of my 17 lands. There's 8 left in this deck. This is another land. If I draw another land. Ooh. Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Can't believe Masked Vandal coming in hot. Wasn't the gosh, this Masked Vandal's saves have been amazing this draft. Like, wasn't he? Didn't he come in hot? Like, the person played a an artifact from their god, and then it was just like, uh, then I drew Masked Vandal and destroyed the god artifact. 5. Okay. Do you have another one of these Jarls? He has 2 angels. I think I just have to let him gain life. I take 5. Raise the Draugr isn't good enough. I don't think Deathknell Berserker is either. Actually, Deathknell Berserker blocks the Jarl. And it's like, with the way that this deck has been drawing lands, I don't trust it anymore. And they can equip the sword on the Battlefield Raptor, but the sword doesn't give vigilance. I think the land, though, gives vigilance. They didn't equip the sword on the Jarl. Why didn't they attack with him? So they can attack me in the air for 6. And if he dies, then they attack me in the air for 7. Right. So I can't actually kill him. Now drawn 10. There's 7 lands left in here. Yeah. I mean, I was dead either way. I think it was correct not killing the 2/4 angel and killing the 4/4 angel, just because it's like, I'm losing. Like, if I played that... Problem was is that was a 6/5 angel, which would have just blocked and traded with my worm. Anyway, now it's the final game. I could have also have... I probably should have... Well, I would have drawn the forest. I would have drawn the forest if I had bottomed the Deathknell Berserker, but still. I also didn't have any creatures in my graveyard. Because of the slowest start in the world. I didn't play anything. My one big mistake was definitely blocking the 1/1. Yeah. Shouldn't have done that. This is a keep, though. I think we put down the Sculptor even though I don't have a snowland. I think the masked Vandal lines could do Sculptor and then Gladewalker on the Sculptor. Like white is more likely to run equipment than say, right, of course, good. I predicted that. +1/+0. So now I don't have any dead creatures. Draw me a card. Search my graveyard. Search my library. All we can do is race. I was hoping to fish up a land. Don't know what they mean by that, but okay. They are stuck on 2. That's true. Yeah, getting stuck on 2, you're not going to be winning any races. I think one of my opponents, this opponent got stuck, and I think another opponent might have gotten stuck, and I think another opponent flooded. So 3 of the games weren't really games. But I did get to 7 wins, and isn't that all that matters? Yeah, obviously 2 Poison the Cups, really good. Bloodsky Berserker never really shown, but at the very least I think he pulled his weight. It's interesting when you like get the token from Deathknell Berserker, it's like you're already winning in a way. So Blessing of Frost was definitely the question mark inclusion in this deck. And I'm not sure, like what would I have put in over it is the other thing. Maybe an icehide troll. Blessing of Frost usually drew 2 cards and put down 1 +1/+1 counter. So I think is that the line at which it's worth it? Does that feel worth it? I don't know. Like I've been watching Ben Stark, and of course, and some of the cards that I thought were more valued turned out to be not as valued, and vice versa. At least Deathsea did turn me onto the Ruined Crown, even though I really I don't know why his tier list had it as like an A. You still need to actually draft another rune, which is in itself an uncommon, but still. So if you picked up a rune, and you usually want to pick up a rune, it turns out, and you don't say no to a rune, typically. Typically a rune is like, oh, do I choose this or the rune? And if you have a rune already, then you might as well pick up the crown. And of course, All-Star Old Growth Troll. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, I'd say that the Blessing of Frost, 3 snow permanents, 2 snow sculptors, pretty much on average did the job. And so yeah. Is there a way I could just open all these? I think they have to be 10 for me to open all of them at once. I think I can just press spacebar? No. I have to just keep clicking. I have to click on the pack as well. Okay. Seen quite a few gods. The other thing that performed well, I think, was a novel spider, the 4/2, and that was pretty much because it always seemed to be around for the Blessing of Frost. Harald wasn't very impressive. He missed a lot. Didn't really get very high elves, or high amount of elves. Oh, got a lot of new cards. Oh, got a lot of new cards. Wow. So what's my rare collection looking like now? In Kaldheim. Oh, finally got to the second page. Looks like the most I have of any one copy is 2. Alright, that's it.